Hello, everyone, no one, and the universe. Good morning. It's Tasha. And, it's breakfast time for me. So, just going to put me together something here. Something mighty tasty. Okay. So, we're going to start with, the Fit and Active from the Aldi's grocery store. Not much. Reason being, I'm the only one that eats this. And since I don't eat a lot, one bag can last me a nice little while, actually. Okay, next, also from Aldi's, dried cranberries. The thing about using dried fruits and stuff, it has a lot of sugar in it, which really bums me out, brings me down, because I really love the flavor of dried fruit. I love the flavor of fruit, period. Don't see why you have to add extra sugars, But I know that there are dried fruit on the market where there was no added sweeteners of any kind. I just cannot afford those at the moment. Also from Aldi's. And you may be going, oh my God, prunes? How old is she? First off, prunes are actually very, very tasty. And the source of all, good things for the body. I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm not going to sit here and try to sound like one. But prunes are very tasty and very good for you and beneficial. Me, myself, I drink prune juice. I eat, dried prunes and things like that. Okay, raisins. Once again, these raisins have a lot of sugar in them. So, but you also kind of backslide benefit a little bit because the oats are not sweetened. So, it does give a little sweetness to it. I mean, come on, guys, really. And if you know me, you know I really don't like sweet. I like sour or just let it be, Now, normally, well, not even normally, when I'm able to afford the dried fruits with no added sweeteners, no added sugars and things like that, then honey would be what I would add to that if I want to add some more sweetness to my oats. But that's only once I'm able to afford the sugar-free kind. But since I have dried cranberries and raisins and two dried, if you will, prunes, all that has added sugar in it, which is a bummer, I don't get to use the honey because I don't like sweet things. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now if you know your oats, excuse me, then you know they are pretty crunchy, very kind of hard, if you would. So I'm gonna add in my milk now. And I never put enough milk to cover any breakfast cereal that I'm eating. One, because mostly all breakfast cereals on the market, no matter who they are, get soggy very quickly. It doesn't matter what they claim is the truth. So there's no need to add that much milk. And I'm one of those belly blasters, lactose intolerant. So my oats, I put the milk in now just to soften them a little bit. Trust me, that's not going to hurt them. They are going to remain as crunchy as possible. Okay. Okay. So then we do that. Okay, now I've already had half a cup of coffee, which is why it didn't just take much to fill this cup up. But there's a reason why there was still half a cup of coffee remaining, because that cup of coffee was what I call a full-fledged cup of coffee. I woke up, full cup, put sugar in it, sugar in it, and cream, and that was my cup of coffee. But I only drank it halfway because I knew I was going to get some more coffee. Therefore, I am saving my body a little bit by not drinking that first cup whole and then refilling up and drinking another cup whole, because these aren't typical measurements for coffee. This cup isn't. This cup isn't what traditionally is used for a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. It's 2 cups actually, which means I actually drank 1 cup of coffee and left another cup in, and I'm adding another cup to it. But the reason why that's so fun for me, because this is my breakfast cup of coffee. Yay! So just a smidge, because like I said, there was a first cup in there, and that too had cream in it. Okay, my coffee spoon, give it a little stir, make them come together, the dark and the light. We must unite. The dark and the light must unite against blackness. Okay, we must unite. Okay, then once again, I'm on a budget, so this is also from Aldi's. This is also from Aldi's. Now, there's nothing wrong with shopping at Aldi's. I grew up on Aldi's and stores like Aldi's and National Supermarket and things like that. But anywho, life doesn't dictate that anymore. I love shopping at the Snooks grocery store. I was in love with Shop and Save, which is no longer. And Deerberg's is mighty, mighty racist. So it's a nice place to shop, but you're uncomfortable from the moment you walk in to the moment you walk out. It's like walking into a jewelry store or something like that, knowing that people are watching, thinking you're going to steal. That's how you feel when you're inside of a Deerberg's supermarket. So I'm a dedicated Snooks shopper, as well as Aldi's and Save-A-Lot. Okay, I'm going to try out rulers. I haven't really tried them, but I'm going to try them. Okay, anyway, so, and all of this talking is just to let my oats soften a little bit. Okay, I got my, this was just ground cinnamon, and I just added a couple of spoons of sugar. Well, I took out half the cinnamon and put it in a bigger bottle. Then I put a little sugar in here, not much, but enough to make it a nice cinnamon sugar blend, which is also not that sweet. So you would see my family using that, and then they'll still grab some sugar and sprinkle it on top. I mean, you can't get these guys to do anything, right? But anyway, so this is my breakfast for today. Okay, so got my mighty, mighty oats and, I was going to say oats and berries, but I guess some people would call those berries, cranberries, raisins, prunes. But anyway, I got my oats, okay. Got my trusty coffee. And the only thing needed to complete this in a non-sensible way is bacon, bacon, bacon. Ow. But alas, I have no bacon, and I received disturbing news at the doctor. I've put on some pounds in the last few months, so there won't be any bacon. Even if I go and purchase some, I won't be eating it. Okay, so that, and this is Tasha's breakfast today. Okay, like, I'm really enjoying doing things like this, so, but eat up.